Hi, I appreciate y'all being understanding and paying attention while I present my critique of an assessment. I did the World Health Organization Disability Assessment Schedule 2.0, otherwise known as the Whodas 2.0. This is currently in the DSM-5. It has replaced the GAF, just for your knowledge. Some background information is the Whodas 2.0 is a disability assessment instrument. The instrument is based on how functioning an individual is across 6 domains. The first domain is understanding and communicating, getting along, self-care, getting along with people, life activities, household, school, and work, and participation in society. And sorry, this isn't getting along, it's getting around. I apologize. The testing takes approximately 5 to 20 minutes to administer, depending on which version you use. They can be administered through an interview. It can be self-administered or proxy administered. There are 3 different testing options. The first testing option is the 36-item version. This takes approximately 20 minutes to administer. It's the most detailed and assesses the individual across all 6 domains. The next one is the 12-item version, and that's approximately 5 minutes, and that's what I will display the test results over at the end of this presentation. And that's the brief assessments of overall function. The 12 plus 24-item version varies due to the item response, and this screens for problematic domains of functioning. The Whodas 2.0 is adequate for a broad spectrum of consumers. It's applicable for all diseases, including mental, neurological, and addictive disorders. It's also applicable across cultures and has research to prove that. Practical evaluation consists of a 1 through 5 scoring scale, 1 being none, 2 being mild, 3 being moderate, 4 being severe, and 5 being extreme. You simply administer the test, which is free of cost. You sum up the responses, and then you identify the degree of functional limitations. The normative data for the 12-item Whodas 2.0 was found to be justified for the use of a measure of global disability. The internal consistency and test-retest reliability of the overall Whodas 2.0 scores are high, suggesting potential utility in the assessment. Whodas 2.0 is relatively new, therefore there are not many publications or reviews on it at this time. However, one review that I found recommended that when using the Whodas 2.0 in a rehab setting, that you proceed with caution because it is a medical construct and can be, I guess, offensive in some terms, or just not sensitive to social aspects of the disability. This is the time where Nikki will pass out the interview version of the different Whodas 2.0s that I've prepared for y'all, so that you can take a look at the questions and how they're asked and worded, as well as the instructions for administering the test. And I will now display how to communicate results. And I'm going to use the empty chair technique for this exercise. So, Mr. Furr, we're here to talk about your assessment results that you took a couple weeks ago. We did have you take the 12-item version of the Whodas 2.0, and that just tells us some of the things that are going really well in your life and some things that we need to improve on, and so that we can get you the proper help that you need, and so that we can get you employed. So some of the things that we really noticed that you we're excelling at is taking care of your home, concentrating for 10 or more minutes, walking long distances, getting dressed, and your personal hygiene. Some things that we would like to help you with are joining community activities, personally affected by your disease or disorder, and dealing with people that you don't know, along with maintaining friendships. At this point, I then would ask the individual how they feel about those test results, and ask if they feel like they apply to them, because I do think that sometimes when provided just a scale, that maybe that's not how they actually feel. So I would just want to make sure that the client and I were on the same page. So Mr. Furr, the goal here would be to decrease some of the symptoms that you're feeling, the assessment said that every day is difficult, meaning 30 days out of 30 days you have difficulty maintaining your usual activities, and that is concerning to me. I do feel like that we can help you try to limit some of those days so that you do have some good days in there. I also am concerned with the fact that 25 days out of 30 days you feel totally incapable of doing your normal routine or activities, and that 30 days out of 30 days you're cutting back and reducing your usual activities. So at this point I would like to see if you're open to seeing another professional for getting help with those specific things that we talked about, and then once we reduce some of those symptoms, then I would like to reevaluate and talk with you about vocational goals so that we can get you gainfully employed. All right, thanks for your time.